Peer mentorship to me means having somebody of your own age or your own group helping you out, as opposed to somebody that you don't know and is maybe a professional that you kind of can't relate to really well helping you out. You have somebody that has same experiences as you, around your age, that gives you advice.
When somebody helps me with my needs, so like say if I need to go to school and stuff, I want to be able to go to my peer mentor and be like, oh, I need help with like getting into school, or like figuring out what I want to do, or like figure out how I can get the financial needs that I need in order for me to pursue that stuff. Also, someone who is understanding to my needs, and someone who can be my friend and not just my peer mentor, but who can be like an understanding person and be my friend.
As humans, we all naturally have this need to grow. We all want to grow. We're either growing or we're stagnating, you know? And so so when people are stuck at a certain barrier, say for education, say they want to learn, but they can't get to it because they don't have the money, they don't have the resources, they don't have the supports, then they're going to be stuck at a certain point in their lives and they're just going to stagnate. And some people become resentful of that. Some people get angry and lash out at their friends, their family, their community, and they can't direct their energy upwards. They're like all their energy is directed horizontally, and it's just like this is what is meant by like horizontal violence. It affects everybody. And so peer mentorship for me is people coming together, a whole bunch of people coming together and trying to overcome this barrier, because they need to grow, they want to grow, and people who've already overcome this barrier are helping those that are stuck there. So peer mentorship at the end of the day what peer mentorship means to me at the end of the day is people coming together because they want to grow.
Peer mentorship is effective because when you're going through a problem and it's hard on you, it's nice to know that you have someone that's always there for you to depend on and help you through it and can make you feel better about yourself.
It's more comfortable than having an authority figure standing over you, and also because the people that are teaching you these things are the people that you interact with daily, the people that know your language.
I think it's mostly effective because it's for youth and by youth. And I really stand for that point because it shows that youth can also take responsibility and teach each other, but also teach their personal experiences. And with that, there's no dominance. There's not one person that's telling the full story. It's two people sharing stories. It's a telling of stories. And with that, you're seeing people that have walked in your shoes, that have already walked in shoes that perhaps you want to go in. And knowing that is very important because you can also see yourself when you see yourself through other people's eyes and through their stories.
You're reliant on other people your age with similar experiences as you, and you're not reliant on some organization or one specific role model. It's kind of, you feed off of each other. It's an organism, you know. You're getting a diversity of information, of sources. You're learning different things from different people. It's not all just one source. It's not from the peer mentor, from just one mentor. It's like a smorgasbord of learning.
Peer mentorship is important because it gives the people a chance to influence themselves in positive ways and intelligent ways and gain information that other people around the group wouldn't know.
Peer mentorship is important because not everybody has that positive mentor in their life at the stages in their life that they most need them. So to have a peer mentor is very essential in every individual's growth.
If we don't have peer mentorship, it's just like we'll be alone in this world. Like if we don't go to nobody for help and stuff, we're gonna be so lonely. We're gonna be stuck in traffic pretty much, because we're gonna be wondering what we want to do, or like how we're gonna do it. So I think it's very important to have it, just like everyone can figure out what they want to do with their lives, and yeah, they can get the help that they need.
Again, because it shows that youth can work together effectively, and it's a collective. So it's a collective of youth coming together, learning from each other, and it's really important because we don't see much of like youth being responsible for programs. It's usually that are adults that are constantly with the youth, and with that, I think it's really important that it's peer to peer in that sort.
The way that I peer mentor others is by listening to them, by communicating with them, sharing my knowledge and experience, and also just leading by example.
You give people your life experiences. You know, we've all been through a lot, seen a lot of different things. So peer mentorship to me just means being able to express what I've been through and how I can help others just from what I've been through. Relating my experiences, how I dealt with that, what came out of it, the pros and cons of my decision of how I dealt with things. And hopefully that can help somebody out where they don't have to go through, the harder way.
I peer mentor others by trying to set a good example. Peer mentor others by trying to understand them and trying to give them help when I can, give them advice. But that's not always the case. I might not have the experience in that area. But honestly, I just do the best I can. I just try to help people out when I can. Trying to understand their problems and listen. Because sometimes people just don't listen.
Peer mentoring others is really hard. It's tough. But it all begins with yourself, and to be a positive influence on yourself, and so that in a sense will just channel outwards. And so if you set the right example and you're able to follow through with each situation that you're presented with your peer, it'll make for a more agreeable relationship, and in the end you just learn from each other and learn how to grow with each other.
To take on a role of a peer mentor, it's important that you're very responsible, you're a leader, you've also walked the walk, so you're talking the talk. So it's important to have that experience behind you. Perhaps you'll definitely know how to advise them in their goals and in their concerns.
To be somebody that that your peers can rely on, like not just on for like any information and stuff, but to rely on you to be like a friend, to be somebody that they can talk to if they ever need help with anything, and to be understanding, and to be that person that they can always fall back on.
To be a peer mentor is also about taking risks, sharing experience, being open, being honest, and also just being able to communicate with someone similar to you.
In the sense that I'm able to look back at certain situations and how my peer mentors have helped me through those situations, and to see the growth that I have achieved from going through that situation with a peer mentor.
Peer mentorship is just such an integral part of our daily relationships, and then it's like it's happening all the time, but sometimes you don't even know that it's happening, right? I guess for me, it's impacted me the most through my sports. That's how I learned playing basketball. That's how I learned playing soccer. That's where I learned. I learned through my friends, and half the time we didn't classify as peer mentorship, right? We just played.
I think just knowing that there's people that have similar experiences like you and have gone through some of the ups and downs that you have gone through. Just knowing that you're not alone, and actually being able to listen to their advice because you know you can trust them and you know the advice is coming from the same place that you've been. So I think just knowing that there's other people there like you and who have gone through different things that can help you out, that has impacted me. 'Cause I know I'm not alone then.
It has impacted me a lot because ever since I had my daughter and stuff, I haven't really been in that state of mind to like go and do something with my life. So like when going to other people and stuff, I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I should go back to school or if I should work. So like say like my peers and stuff, they're all like, well, maybe you should think about going back to school and stuff. Like they've helped me, like it has helped me actually sit down and like think about my life and where I want to go and what do I want to do. And it's making me change, like it makes me want to go to school and stuff because they're like, well, if you go to school and stuff, you know, you could like make more money for your kid and you'll be able to buy like stuff that you would need for your baby and stuff in the near future because you'll have like a good job and stuff. Like it actually made me sit down and think about life in general. So
I've learned to be more of a leader, more you know, looking out for more than just myself, looking out for other people and trying to set a good example, try to you know, help other people when I can. It just kind of moved me beyond my own little world and connected me up with a whole bunch of other people that share like similar circumstances.
Learning from peer mentoring has really effectively changed my life because if I didn't have any mentors, then I wouldn't be the person you see. And also those mentors that affected my life, they were similar to my age, similar with experience, and also that right there just made me learn from others. So it really has impacted my life with where I go, which education I choose, which jobs I work, because if that didn't affected my life or impacted my life, then I probably would be somewhere else right now, not knowing which way to go, which way to turn. But the mentors were right there for me to help me out and also guide me into the right path.